and in this video I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and instead of me, showing you around a specific tour or a build that I've done like a week ago or a couple of weeks ago, the general idea, I thought instead of me actually just showing you a tour, I'm going to be building at Starlight Drive-In, as you probably see by the ginormous screen in the background. Now, this is going to go in its own playlist, which I already have, but you do know by now, or you should know, regular viewers, that Star's been my current project for about 2 or 3 months. I mean, I'm going to try and get a video out every 2 weeks, every week and a half, something, whatever floats in my boat, I'll shove it in there. And, this week we're going to do some shacks and I think we're doing shacks and a bathroomy toilet cupboardy place. A water house. Is that called a water cupboard? Water closet, I think. I don't know. I'll put it in the annotations below. Comments or whatever. But that's the idea, is to make 3 shacks, 2 family sized, a single one, and a shared little water closet bathroom type of housey thing. You know what I mean, I think, but I'm using this without any mods because they really piss me off. I'm a PS4 user. Ignore that part. I'm a PS4 user, so they piss me off probably more than anybody else alive. I mean, if you've got a good PC, yeah, you can use mods to your, to your limit, unless the buggy or something. But the reason is that I use vanilla is because mods just annoy me. Most people who watch my videos now know that. And instead, what we're going to do is, I'll try to make use of every vanilla item I've got. So you do see later on that I've added in, a lot of different structures into the sides of the walls, into the railings. I've added multiple fences into the railings as well. It's just trying to be a bit different and trying to have a variety of different structures going on to make it a bit more scrappier feel and the basic stuff. I'm not going to repeat myself by saying all the time, but yeah, I'm going to try and keep it a bit more scrappy-esque. So the houses, barbers, clinic, trader, armourer, well, all the vendors are going to have like a scrappy feel to it. So all the vendors will probably get done in about a month, maybe 2 months, I think. About that, yeah. I'm thinking about 2 months now. But yeah, hopefully it's going to get done in about 2 months. Ideally, I do want to, I don't know if I should or not. I might, have a fence around all the I forgot the word, houses and, the houses, is it houses? What am I building at the moment? Accommodation. Houses, yeah, let's go for houses. Okay, so I wanted to make, I'm not sure if I do or not, so I might make a poll whether or not I should restrict the houses into its own little area. So you know how you have in my Red Rocket, there is a main gate, then there's like a little secondary waiting area for you to go in, and then there is a secondary gate. So I'm thinking of doing that, but for my accommodation area. So instead of you being able to see the people's houses and shacks from as soon as you walk through the main gate, I might have the houses and shacks behind like another gate or another door, or wall it off a section, to protect it a little bit. I'm not sure if I should do that, but it's my idea. Yeah, sorry about all the rambling on and stuff. It's about 11:30 here, so it's quite late. So yeah, that's my idea, is to do something on those lines. I'm not sure if it will work, so we'll put a poll on. If you don't answer it, then I won't go with it, simple as. I do have a couple of ideas on how to do it though. I mean, they might not work, but I think I've got enough of an idea to make them work, if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, I'll try and make it better in the comments, if that makes sense. In the little description type of thing. Now, you also notice with the video structure as well that I'm not actually... I fast forwarded the video and kept the audio at a normal, narrative. So I'm talking over the video instead of talking through the video. Now this is because my entire build length for this video took about an hour and 45 minutes. Now most people will know that I don't do videos more than 40 minutes. I mean, exception of Battlefield, because their missions are fucking long. Under 20 minutes, not including the tour. So the build bit, under 20 minutes. The tour lasts about 8. But I will put a link in the description for the tour as well. So yes. Now I may be doing for my barbers a real-time build, meaning that I'll do a bit of narration over it, a bit of music in the background. I'm not sure about the music either. I really don't know. I'm still trying to find the right one. I used to have a folder on my laptop full of all the right music that would suit it, but I can't be bothered to find it. So I'm going to start all over again. Yes, that's my idea. So the next video I'm going to be doing Fallout related will be a barber's or a clinic. Clinic being a surgery centre, not an actual, fully functioning vendor with a clinic. It's just going to be a barber in one building and then a surgery centre in another. And my idea was to have one of the, at the moment, obviously I'm doing the accommodation. So for each of the accommodation buildings, I'm going to hopefully be making a building for each of the residents, so the barber's got his own house, the vendor's got his own house, the surgeon's got his own house. The surgeon actually might just have his house on the top floor of the surgery. So, yeah. I'm not sure, but that's the idea. So I'm building these houses for my vendors, barbers and surgeons. That does make sense, I think. So yeah, I do apologise for the rambling, I don't usually do this kind of thing. But yeah, we're going to continue. And you will notice later on, actually, I'm going to do a little praise bit for the people I got the ideas from. Now, I got the idea of an outhouse, thank you. That's where it came from, an outhouse, not a water closet. From Swales? I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce the name. I know it's simple as hell, but I'm not good at pronunciation, so I apologise if I do butcher that. But at the moment he's doing a Starlight driving project, and it's really good. It's coming on amazing. I'm going to probably steal some more ideas, well, borrow them. And yeah, it's coming on really good. I will put the link in the description. Go check him out. He's a really good builder. I like the layout of everything he's done so far, and it adds I'm not going to spoil anything, but I think AI pathing's going to look great once he's finished with it. I think he has about 29 cells, I think, so it's about 10 more than I do. So yeah, I will put the little link in the description and give him a hello from me. And I usually do check him out every week or so on all of his videos. So yeah, and I will also put a little reference thing in the comments as well. So outhouse hyphen Swales, then I'll put the YouTube link in. And then the other idea was, I think, was it Phoenix? I think it was a cross between Sardeliac and On a Whim. Now, yes, that's the one, yes, that's the one. Okay, the idea, well not the idea, the little reference back to them was that they sometimes give me feedback on my videos, like Sardeliac did in my previous one. He said, put some support underneath your balcony so it looks realistic, so you fill in the gaps. Now I've kind of interpreted that into my own matter, into my own way. So my little interpretation of that is to make it so I've put more decor under there, the barrels and boxes and the netting over it. I'll put the barrel and boxes under there. You will see later on. I'm trying to make it more physically possible to do so. So this shack build, you know, these builds are going to be in incredibly bizarre shape. I'm going to say that. So yeah, I'm trying to put the posts where I think it would go. So you're going to see them on balconies. You're going to see them hanging underneath balconies. You know, when I said before about different structural walls and stuff, you know, you're going to see the glass walls as well used. Now the glass walls are pretty easy to get in, but you can make it look easier by putting a glass wall underneath as well. So where you have your balcony, and then you put a glass wall through the little window, you can put a glass wall underneath it as well, so it actually looks like, you know, the balcony is integrated into the back wall, if that makes sense. I think it does. So yeah, that is the main theme. The theme is a bit scavenger based. So I'm trying to keep most of my, you know, clinic, scavengers, barbers, houses, scavenger based. So that's the idea for the main build anyway. So when it comes to the likes of big builds like you've seen before, my vehicle repair center, then that area there is, because it's so big, it's just going to be like half scrappy, half interior is going to look a little bit nicer, but that doesn't mean that the theme of it's not scavenger. Now I would have gone for a raider build, but I don't have mods, as I did previously mention, so I can't actually do a raider build. Scavenger build you can get away with vanilla, because you can just put loads of different shit on the walls and Bob's Depot, you're done. So yeah, that's the main idea for this one, is to build you know, shacks and outhouses and stuff. Now I know the narration of this seems a bit odd for most people. Hang on. Oh, was that? Oh, that's banging the doors. I apologise for that. So yeah, the narration for some people may seem a bit topsy-turvy. That's because I'm talking about basically any ideas that pop into my head. So the next build we're doing, as previously mentioned, is a barber in a clinic. And then there's going to be an update on my channel, not a video, but I'm going to update you now, is that on this weekend coming, I'm going to try and do the Avoy Savoir of Battlefield 1. Now, not many people watch Battlefield 1, I know Mark does, which I will put his link in the description below. And, you know, he's been giving me a lot of feedback about the audio and stuff, which is great to hear. And, you know, I do try and work on the audio, because I don't actually have my studio microphone for my computer anymore. So it's earphones and PS4 for now. So yeah, that will be uploaded on Saturday, Sunday, because I now have time to, you know, do multiple videos in a week. So, you know, I've got Fallout today, Battlefield on Saturday. You know, it's going to alternate between that. I've got a few ideas for when I finish Battlefield, but that won't be for maybe a month yet. So yeah, that is the idea, and hopefully it works out. We'll put a little list of the people who I've referenced to in this video. So Sardeliac, Phoenix, On a Whim, Mark Jackson, and Swales. I cannot pronounce the name for the life of me, so I apologise if I butcher it. As it does say in my channel description, I am always open to feedback. That car was loud. So yes, sorry, I'm just hearing people argue. I quite like eavesdropping on people, but yeah. So, you know, I'm going to put a little list in there of all the people who I referenced to in the video. Always drop a comment about what needs to improve. You know, what you liked, you think what needs to be changed. I always like getting feedback on stuff, because, you know, I want to know what I can improve on and stuff. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I know it's been a bit different compared to my previous ones. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and catch you next time.
I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I have an
guess.